Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the semester of Inside the Nest. I'm Luke Cirianni, he's Thomas Gaffney Jr., and we are so excited to be back on campus this fall. Fall sports have been in full swing, Thomas.
It's amazing to be beside you, Luke. The weather's getting colder, the leaves are starting to fall. That's when you know fall sports are just getting started. But before we get into fall sports, we have to open up the record books. On September 21st, Red Hawk Sports Network will be presenting Yogi's Big Catch, the official world record attempt of the largest game of catch ever. And it's happening right here on our beautiful campus of Montclair State University at Yogi Berra Stadium. Red Hawk Sports Network spoke with Eve Shannon, the executive director of the Yogi Berra Museum, to get more insight on this huge event.
Well over a year ago, it was clear that 2025 was going to be an important year for our museum because 2025 marks what would have been Yogi Berra's 100th birthday. That was on May 12th. You know, lots of people do fancy dinners or a gala, and it just really didn't feel like the right move. The thought of bringing as many people together as possible around a game that Yogi loved, and to do it in a way that was sort of infused with fun and humor and a little bit of competition, just felt very much on brand, if you will. So, I made the suggestion to the board and to the museum team, what if we try to break this record and have the biggest game of catch ever? We have the beautiful Yogi Berra Stadium right outside our museum, and let's just get the community together and bring them all into the game that Yogi loves so much.
I think it's cool that we have this connection to Yogi Berra, which most people don't understand. Why is there a Yogi Berra museum on the campus of Montclair State University? So this kind of calls attention to that. And for those students who actually know and appreciate Yogi as one of the greatest baseball players ever, it's here because he used to hang out here.
The Guinness World Record for the largest game of catch, that's the official title that we're aiming for, requires a minimum of 1,946 players. That would break the record, broken into pairs, standing 10 feet apart from one another, to play catch simultaneously for 5 minutes. The field itself is limited, no doubt. We need to make this thing safe. We know people have to stand 10 feet apart. So we are looking at a maximum of 2,600 people on the field at the same time. That's a whole lot of people. So, that would smash the record, not just break it. And of course, we're sitting in front of, Yogi's 10 World Series rings. Like, we're going to aim for the best and hoping to really just shatter the record on Sunday.
We have this museum. It's an incredible resource. We probably haven't integrated the museum into the life of the campus to the full extent possible. So I'm hoping that this big event, the Big Catch, is going to be a catalyst for more of that kind of collaboration.
Well, of course, we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't think this aligned with what he would want to see his museum doing. Yogi was always all about everyone playing on a level field. He treated everyone with the same respect. It didn't matter how they played, who they played for. At the end of the day, he wanted to win, but he treated everyone respectfully. So the idea of bringing so many people together to play this game on a level field right outside of his museum, I think he would love it. And we're very fortunate to have a close relationship to the Berra family. So I have a little bit of confirmation from the Berras that they think Yogi would have gotten behind this event as well.
There's going to be a lot of guests at Yogi Berra Stadium. We got to keep them a secret. You have to tune into the broadcast to see who's going to be there. Justin Randell and CJ Staniak will be in the booth. Vincent Bacone on the sideline getting the interviews from our guests. Again, Yogi's Big Catch at Yogi Berra Stadium, Sunday, September 21st. Tune in only on the Red Hawk Sports Network.
Women's volleyball dominated to start off the season with an incredible 6-0 start, their best start since 1998. Coming off the program's first 20-win season, the Red Hawks came soaring into the fall with hopes of an NJAC championship. Jason Fine has more.
Montclair State Volleyball opened the season with its best start in 27 years, winning its first 6 matches and outscoring opponents by a combined 17-2 in sets. The Red Hawks look sharp on both offense and defense, quickly building momentum and making themselves a team to watch.
Last weekend, the Red Hawks faced a tougher challenge at the NYU tournament, falling to nationally ranked teams at number 25 Christopher Newport and number 22 NYU. But even in those matches, some of the team's younger players showed that they could compete at this level. freshman setter Lucy Cornelius has stepped in quickly, tallying 204 assists and earning NJAC Rookie of the Week in her first month of college volleyball.
I was actually really shocked because I wasn't even expecting to play my freshman year, but I'm super grateful for every opportunity I've been given on the court, and I hope for that to only grow as the season goes on and progresses. I also really think the coaching staff here has been super welcoming, along with all of the girls have been super nice, and everything has been an open environment for me to feel comfortable to just step in and be myself.
Sophomore outside hitter Cameron Muse has led the team early on with 81 kills and 92.5 points, providing consistent scoring and energy on the court.
You always have those personal goals for yourself, and you want to do better than you did last year, and I think that's pushing me to become a better player. I want to be my best so that they can be their best, so it just helps us in the future. I think we get along really well. I think Coach does a really good job of recruiting players that have skill but also have a good social life.
It's just their composure, I think, on the court. Cam knows that this year she's going to have a little bit more eyes on her, but she just plays with such calm, cool collective out there, and she's going to push her players to do the same. And Lucy came in and did a really good job opening weekend to just run the offense. She felt comfortable, she didn't look like she was nervous, and she stepped in and did a really good job.
With both experienced players and newcomers making an impact, the Redhawks are building experience, taking on top-ranked opponents, and finding their rhythm as the season moves forward.
I think it just set a standard for what we can do in the year. We're getting some recognition in the top 25 voting. Let's learn from some of these teams, and that's going to really help us down the road in conference play.
From one good start to another, the men's soccer team is undefeated through their first 6 games of the season. They are ranked 19th in the country. The difference between this season and last season, 29 new players have joined this squad. In spite of all the new players, this team has had shutouts in 5 out of the 6 first games. They have only conceded 1 goal. Transfer goalkeeper Diesel Fiore has been a focal point of the back line. He was already awarded NJAC Player of the Week in just the first week with the new squad. Captain Mike Kirk went to practice this week and talked to Coach Tumulty and players about the start of this season.
Just came down to the wire. Montclair State could not find another goal to tie this game up. A lot of players graduating. I think there's 11 players at senior night, and there's a lot of players on this team that are leaving, and this will be their last game.
That was last November when Montclair State lost to Stockton in the NJAC semifinals, effectively ending their season. This season, the Redhawks welcomed 29 new players to the program. So what does Coach Tumulty think of these new faces?
It's been interesting. Obviously, it's a large number of players that are coming in.
It's pretty much completely different than last year. Last year we had a lot of experience, and obviously this year with 20-something freshmen coming in, it's a lot of new kids and new faces, but we kind of just have to deal with it and look past that and keep playing our way.
Well, obviously Sebastian, and obviously you have Jackson in the back, right? Guys that are experienced here, guys who have gone through 3 seasons here, who know what to expect from Montclair State and how we play, and I think some of those guys have helped the younger guys, and hopefully they'll continue with that role.
Although I'm only a sophomore, I'm still older than a lot of the freshmen, and I think just being a sophomore, you're still older than them, and you still have experience. I at least have 1 more year of experience than them.
Had a large crew of seniors that left, so to replace them, and we knew we had to bring in a big class, and they're starting to get it, and it's going to take some time, but I think it's starting to come around.
With any new team, you need a backbone. That starts with a great defense and goalkeeping. Among the new faces is goalkeeper Diesel Fiore, a graduate transfer from Rider University, who's allowed just 1 goal in his first 6 games.
It's different. It's definitely difficult coming into a new program, but you have to adjust. I think with my age and experience, it comes a little bit more natural. Coach Todd has definitely put a plan in play, and he holds us to a high standard. For me, working with Boris Delval, I think he's a knowledgeable goalkeeper coach and has definitely helped me grow in my position, but I also want to commemorate the goalkeeping room because we all push each other. Goals for the team, definitely want to win a national championship. That's always going to be on my mind, but we're going to work with small steps. So, winning every game that we can, then transitioning into playoffs, being the first seed, then being first team all conference. I want my entire back line to be on that team with me. I would say I'm most excited for the NJAC. Last year we lost to Stockton in the semifinals, and it really bummed the team out, and especially bummed me out. So I'm just looking to go back, compete against NJAC teams, and hopefully win the championship.
One of Montclair State's top athletic programs remains undefeated through their first 5 games, women's soccer. They haven't been getting on the score sheet like previous years, but have been successful with a 3-0-2 record. Let's take a look at an update on their season so far.
We trust the quality of players that we have on the roster, and we're going to continue to put a lot of pressure on the other team. Look to turn them over, get the ball wide, and go after people. Yeah, the leadership's been awesome. Emily Schuler and Michaela Henderson are great captains, but more so, I always think like leadership, not only the captains, but also that next group of kids. And we have an awesome senior class. I think this year's group, I wanted to be known as a group that worked really hard, that fought, and I thought we showed that in the Johnson and Wales game, being down a goal late and just stayed really resilient and grinded it out. And I think that's the thing I like most about this group is their mentality, their mindset, how hard they work, what great teammates they are for one another.
There's definitely a lot of room to fill. Now being the experienced compared to the incoming freshmen and the sophomores that haven't been here as long. It's really just stepping into that role, being there for the girls who need it, and just keep pushing the program, keep us moving forward, and just keep going at it.
I think every season's going to bring its challenges and new voices that are going to come in, but I think we're all doing a great job of building a good team culture, communicating with one another on and off the field, and then we have vocal leaders and our captains that are really doing a great job of building us up in practice. I think on a soccer field, having a defensive leader is not really possible. It's always got to go through 10 players and then your keeper. So I think as a defensive unit and as a back line, we're just working to stay compact, work for one another, and then no shots on goal, get some shutouts.
Number 0 is a legacy and tradition for the Montclair State football team. 0 represents leadership, loyalty, and great fundamental of the football team. Players like Mike Ramos and Nick Burgess, 2 MSU legends, each wore the number 0. This season, it was time to pass the jersey to a new number 0 and carry on the legacy. The story of this number is already rich in history, so here's a little background of the Montclair State football team's number 0. In 2021, NCAA allowed the use of number 0 on the back of jerseys. For Coach Mike Palazzo and the football team, it gave an entryway to start a tradition for players to vote a new number 0. But more importantly, let them vote for a player that describes leadership and core values for their team on and off the field.
When we were discussing if we were going to use the number or not, I had the idea to make it something special and more meaningful. We had a team vote in 2021, and it was just somebody that really represents the program the right way. It didn't necessarily have to be the best player. So the number 0 for us is, that front porch of that front porch. It's the player that is the guy that we look to as the example of what a Red Hawk should be. Mike Ramos was our first number 0, and he was an all-conference player, but like an honorable mention, really solid year. And then his senior year, he blew up and was an All-American and was definitely our best football player.
In 2023 and 2024, Nick Burgess wore the number 0 for the team. He followed right in Mike Ramos' footsteps. He was the 2023 NJAC Player of the Year and was a 2-time All-American while wearing 0. Burgess now reflects on his time wearing the number and what impacts he brought to the team.
When I was chosen to wear number 0, it meant the world to me. Mike Ramos wore the number, and he was a great player, great leader, someone who I looked up to. And his resilient effort, his controlled aggression, and his ability to lead players with both his actions and his words just motivated me to want to wear number 0 and want to wear it with pride as well. I accomplished a lot being a player, being a leader as well, but off the field, the internship stuff, the things with the school, just being able to show that you can also be a football player while also being able to be successful off the field as well, that probably was the biggest impact that I had wearing number 0. For anybody else that wears number 0 in the future, I would say just build your own story, be yourself, and do every single thing with intention.
This season, the players made a decision. Alex Buchwald will wear number 0 following the departure of Nicholas Burgess.
In Buckwald's first game wearing number 0, he set a school record with 6 tackles for loss and also eclipsed 13 total tackles.
I was super excited because two guys I look up to, Nick Burgess and Mike Ramos, were the number before me. And those are guys I tried to be like when I was a younger player, so it meant the world to me. My personal goals have never been to be an All-American or be an All-Region player. They've been to be a great captain for this team, and that's what I'm going to try and do.
Alex definitely does everything the right way, and he's extremely accountable. As he's gotten older, he's just grown into this leader, and he just wants to be a leader. He's naturally a leader, but he wants to be a leader, and he wants to work at becoming a leader.
Buckwald dreamed of wearing number 0. Once a dream is now a reality. He thanks his teammates who are the ones to award him with these high honors.
I want to thank my teammates because this means the world to me. It's something I've always wanted since I was a freshman. I can remember my first camp when Mike Ramos was awarded number 0, and immediately it was something I wanted when I was in his shoes. So it really meant the world to me to get voted for the number.
Alex Buckwald has already claimed honors with 0. He was on D3Football.com's Team of the Week for his 6th tackle for loss game against Merchant Marines. Football won their first home matchup 27-24 against Lycoming College in exciting fashion with a late fumble to secure them the win. Now, the next matchup is homecoming, which last year, Luke, was exciting as well. A 17-15 win against Union College.
Can I just say, that game was crazy. Me and Vincent Pacone were on the set, all wet and soaked from the rain, while you guys were dry in the booth. Must be nice.
Hey, at least you had some umbrellas out there, and you had the umbrella hat too. So
not until the second half. And now we are under a week away from homecoming, where Montclair State football takes on Wilkes University on Saturday, September 27th. Let's preview the biggest day on campus.
Welcome everyone to Red Hawks Sports Network as we present Montclair State's homecoming here at Sprague Field.
Luke, we've got a great day ahead of us. Right now, we're going to preview this matchup a little bit. Union College coming in here to Sprague Field on Montclair State's homecoming to play the 1-1 Red Hawks.
I mean, homecoming is my favorite game of all time out of any season.
Hey guys, I'm here in Lot 7 for the tailgate.
We left the tailgate early to come here.
President Capella, how are you doing?
Well, obviously the Red Hawks are winning. For score, 100.
We don't lose on homecoming.
McLaughlin drops back here, looking for an open receiver. On the sideline, he has an opening. He connects. Touchdown, Montclair State. Here's McLaughlin. Bounces out to the right side, trying to find room. Looks down the field. Pass is complete and out of bounds. It looks like it was Thompson. Going into halftime. The kick is up. And it's good. Handoff with Arnold on the left side. Gets some room. And he gets it to the end zone. For homecoming, 4th down. Flanagan trying to look on the outside, and it's incomplete. Montclair State gets the stop when they need it once again. And what a victory here for Montclair State University under the lights.
And for the Red Hawks Sports Network, 17-15 win for the Red Hawks here on Homecoming 2024.
Football returns back home for their homecoming game next weekend. You can join us live on the Red Hawks Sports Network YouTube channel, or you can come out in person to support the Red Hawks. The broadcast goes live at 4:30, where broadcast intern Vincent Pacone will be on the set with special guests, and then in the booth, you can join CJ Staniak and Justin Randell for the game. Coming off last week's 27-24 thriller, you're not going to want to miss this one. We hope to see you there. We now take a look into one of Montclair State's most important players on the field hockey team. Sydney White has started 23 out of 24 games in net for the Red Hawks in her career. She ranks 2nd in the NJAC as a freshman in goals against, around 1 goal per game. Diana Watkins has more on Sydney White.
For Montclair State field hockey, strong defense has always been a key to success. And this season, one sophomore is proving to be the backbone of that effort. Sydney White, the Red Hawks goalkeeper, is earning national recognition for her standout performances. Only in her 2nd year with Montclair State, Sydney has already left her mark on the program. The Oxford, New Jersey native was recently named Division III Honorable Mention Defensive Player of the Week by the National Field Hockey Coaches Association, becoming the first Red Hawk in recent history to receive this honor. She was also recognized by the New Jersey Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Week, highlighting her impact in both the conference and across the country.
It's really great to be recognized by these committees. It takes a lot of hard work, but it's not just me doing it, it's a team effort, so got to give credit where credit is due to the defense as well.
For White, the recognition isn't just about her own effort. She says the honor reflects the people around her, teammates who fight with her, and coaches who continue to push her to improve.
My teammates and coaches are very encouraging. We're always trying to lift each other up, so no matter what the outcome is or what's happening, we all lift each other up and tell each other to keep going.
That calm under pressure has always been there since day one. As a freshman, White logged over 1,000 minutes, earned 12 wins, and led the NJAC with 8 shutouts. Standing at 5'8", she quickly becomes the backbone of Montclair State's defense.
Our goal is always to win an NJAC, and that's what we're here to do, and we work hard every day to get close to that goal.
Sydney White is quickly proving herself as one of Division III's top young goalkeepers. For Inside the Nest, I'm Diana Watkins.
Sydney White will be a huge piece for Coach Eileen O'Reilly going forward as she continues to develop. We can't wait to continue to track her on her journey.
And now from the field to the course, Montclair's cross-country team has been off to the races early this season. Abigail Churchill won NJAC Runner of the Week for her first-place finish in the Herb Lorenz at TCNJ with a time of 19 minutes 9.06 seconds. This marks the first time a Red Hawk has won the NJAC Runner of the Week award since 2021, when Christina Caprio won it.
That will be it for our first episode of Inside the Nest this semester. And Thomas, I must say, it's been great to be back in the studio. I had a blast.
Remember, Yogi's Big Catch is this Sunday, September 21st, and then our annual BMO Homecoming broadcast on Saturday, September 27th. My name is Thomas Gaffney Jr. with Luke Cirianni. Have a good day, everyone.